is a Cosmic Octave original podcast.
Me and Jake running down the street with a handful of comic books, kicking ass and banging chicks and drinking booze
No, not
and
me.
smoking
Not
weed.
me. I'm
Oh,
married.
Yeah, well,
I'm married.
Jake.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler. Is that song available anywhere on?
No.
Damn. It could be
Stop trying to make money.
It could be number one on iTunes.
Stop trying to make money on this show. We don't make any money.
Number one on iTunes.
We've got at least 10 downloads
See?
overall. All time.
Just sitting on an island making content and nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Thanks, man. I'm Tyler.
Did you just come up with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been doing that a lot
Why did
lately.
you tell me your name? I don't.
For the listeners. I'm
We're
trying to
90 episodes in. If you don't know who we are.
I'm
then
trying
fuck
to
you, pal.
I'm trying to
I'm Jake, by the way.
Yeah. I'm trying to I'm obviously writing songs all the time.
He's Tyler.
And thanks. And I'm
Jake.
I'm Tyler. And
Then they've turned off the episode.
I like to make up songs, like just no matter what I'm doing, I'm just like I just make up songs, and it's helping me with my songwriting. Like when I do finally have to write like lyrics for a song, it's usually pretty easy because I've been doing wordplay and rhyming and whatever cleverness.
Nobody cares about your music, Tyler.
Cleverness.
Okay.
And here's what
Is
I
this the
do.
Amazing T-Bird show?
As soon as
No.
I get an idea, I don't put it online and go, everybody pay attention to an idea that's not finished. Sounds like somebody we know.
Hey, man.
He's protecting the manosphere with the quartering now. Good for them.
The manosphere?
Yeah. Eric July put out a tweet about the quartering going out.
Yeah,
and
I
protecting.
know.
Are we talking about that this week?
we're
That's
not.
fine.
I don't want to waste my time.
I don't either. But those guys are idiots.
Yeah. Anyway, this is episode number 90. And we got a lot to talk about. Mostly Star Wars
This
stuff.
tastes like shit. Yeah.
But not all Star Wars stuff. Sorry. Didn't know that this caffeinated sparkling water you were drinking offended you as much as it did. No, man, if you're going to fucking can it, it better be some good shit. All right? Can we get a sponsor?
As a recovering alcoholic, I hate like seltzers and shit. And like flavored moonshine in jars and first of all, you've never had moonshine until it's the excitement of a sketchy dude bringing you a mason jar from his secret still.
His name is like
in Southeast
Switchblade.
Ohio. No, his name was what was his name?
Switchblade.
No, one time he came and brought us a whole jar of moonshine, and then he had a full tab of Xanax that me and my girlfriend split,
And
then
Toad.
he smoked us up, and we made this like this meal, and it was like one of those boxed ass meals, like nothing special, but because we were both just ripped on Xanax, Xanax,
The
and just
Xanax
high
was an
as
Annex.
fuck. No, but for real, like we were just like, this is like the best. The next time we made it, it wasn't as good. Because we could have
obviously.
eaten like McDonald's and been like, this is like a fucking 4-star burger. Like that's how fucked up we were.
McDonald's is up their game.
Whoa, man. Are they using Angus?
That is. I feel. That's definitely the drugs. Because
The point of all that is that
hey, man, I have been in a situation
yeah.
when I was poor and I was smoking weed and.
no, the point,
you think the Tyson frozen chicken wings are gourmet when you're stoned.
dude. By the way, fucking ramen is fucking dope as fuck when you're high.
Let's just
now,
get on with the show.
I didn't finish my point. The point is that
I think you
I
may.
had to choke down whiskey and
gosh.
vodka.
We're still talking about the sparkling
I'm
water.
just saying, if you're going to develop alcoholism, you should have to work at it like I did.
You mean drinking the bad stuff?
You should have to fucking
You're upset,
throw up
you're
every.
upset
I'm
because
upset because
too
it's
much
super
booze tastes
easy.
good now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I am. You have no idea how that is really. I'm not joking. This is not a bit. I am actually very upset that all of these companies are making it easier for fucking kids to start drinking early. Oh, that
Oh,
doesn't
you mean
taste
like
like
the-
shit. That doesn't taste like
You
anything.
mean
Let's
like
have 8 of them and die.
The Monster hard seltzers and the Mountain Dew hard seltzers.
Whatever, man.
Let's talk about comic books
Let's
and
talk
shit.
about comic books and shit.
Because I'm tired of talking about
You're
this.
talking about it.
I'm exhausted. We just started.
Looking at your face.
All right, let's talk about The
Talk about
Mandalorian.
rapport. Oh, man.
Season 3, Episode 7.
7?
It's Episode 7.
Oh, Chapter 22.
Chapter 20.
I was going to say,
22, whatever the fuck. Whatever number it is. I should have looked that up.
The Spies.
I don't care. It's called The Spies. Okay.
You got to say it like that.
People, again.
Are you going to say it like that?
No. Because
The Spies.
this is a serious. It's a serious topic. Okay, this is a serious show. This is a serious.
Is
thing. It? No. Shit, man. There's so many things have worked for me. Like people have had their criticisms. Also, I've also accepted. Back when Disney started making Star Wars content, I just accepted Star Wars fandom as a whole. Has a lot of really annoying people in it, and I just don't care what they think. And I think that this season has had its criticisms, but holy shit, man.
That one
After
episode
that
doesn't look so
episode-
stupid anymore, does it?
It had its point.
Jackass.
It had its purpose, but it also felt like...
All you jackasses, there's a wasted episode of The Mandalorian.
Which one are you talking about?
The one where it was all Dr. Pershing.
Oh, I didn't like that episode.
Yeah, I know. Nobody did. And fuck you guys, because it fucking brought
No,
it full circle
Here's
in
the
this
problem.
episode.
I told you the problem with that. It's because that show does exactly what they did with
Well,
Boba Fett.
you-
It's their terrible tendencies of fucking stopping their momentum dead. Like that was if you're gonna have that story, implement it sooner or implement it here in this part of the
Right,
show.
okay.
Is all I'm saying.
Sure. Can I ask you a question?
Can we?
Are you freaking out about the momentum now, or is the momentum just fucking fine, despite that episode of the series now? Like 3 episodes on. Are you fine?
No, because I was worried. I thought, based on what they did with Boba, I didn't trust anything that was happening. I was like, oh shit, now we're gonna do this fucking.
Here's what I'm trying to put forth. Remember when we were talking about Moon Knight every week and how just like, oh my god, it's so awesome.
You should also accept.
A week after the show ended, we were like, I don't even fucking remember that show.
But here's the thing.
Now, Mandalorian is not Moon Knight.
Here's the thing.
But I'm trying to tell you, like, are you really like?
You're not gonna like every episode.
No,
not every
but
episode is gonna be.
do you understand
I'm
that
fine
it
with
had
it.
a meaning and a purpose and
Yeah,
stuff, and
sure.
you shouldn't be bitching about it?
I told
you
you.
whiny
I said
baby.
that. I said that last week. I said that last week. I said that removed from it. I think it's a good episode. It's a fine episode.
Wanted
But
to slow the momentum of the show down.
I just no. I'm a simple man, and I want to fucking see Mandalorians shooting shit, and I got plenty of that these last couple episodes.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, this is exactly what I wanted. This is what I always thought this show was gonna be. I truly
Do you get your soundboard up?
yeah.
Okay, we should pizza time right away because
But what I'm saying is in generalities here. What I'm trying to get
I
at
want to talk about the end of this.
is this is always what I had hoped this show was going to go towards, or what this show is going to be, and that's what it is. And what I mean by that is, yeah, I like the idea of it being more serialized, and I like the idea of him being this wanderer, and I still think that concept would make a fucking awesome video game, and I would play the shit out of that. Sidebar. But to see where it's going now and see where they, everything, you're starting to really feel that this always had a purpose. Mandalore was always going to be the goal in this show because it's alluded to in the first season. We bring in Bo-Katan in the second season, and then, we have all the things with Boba Fett and, like, all that stuff, bringing it back to this. Like, it was always going to be about Mandalore. And to finally see more of that in this season has been fucking awesome.
Oh yeah,
that's what I've been wanting.
It's pretty fucking rad. And the thing is, like, they did their own kind of in the comic books. They did their own kind of thing with the Mandalorians. There was it wasn't obviously in the comics. It was a guy named Boba Fett, and it was alluded to that he stole a Mandalorian's armor.
Yeah.
But, other than that, like, everything since is basically having to do with the prequels, which has rewritten the history so that he is the son of Jango Fett. He's basically a clone, but he's the son. Okay, so he's still not a true Mandalorian.
No, and he never says he is.
No.
He says I'm not.
But so, from a long time ago, Mandalorians have kind of had that, like, what's going on, and then you start seeing, like, probably in the late 80s, early 90s, that mythosaur symbol start popping up and stuff. I think maybe that was always on. Was that always on Boba Fett's costume? Maybe. But Mandalorians have always just had a special place for at least me as a Star Wars lover, because it's like, it's that mythic other, sect that, you know so much about the Jedi, like especially with the prequels and everything. You begin to know like way more, maybe even than you want them to. But Mandalorians have always still been, and there's a bunch of things. Okay, look, I can't help it.
Pizza time.
I am
One more time.
Pizza time.
I am
just let it all out.
I'm a dork,
Take it all off.
So even though it's easy to suspend my disbelief with all Star Wars things, there are parts of me that think, why the fuck are you landing that? Okay, so like there's this gigantic fucking freighter above the planet. You're causing like massive tidal waves and shit, man. You're like another like gravitational pull, man. Why do you just go in orbit and send ships down? Anyway. That fucking Imperial Mandalorians, dude, like that's fucking cool as fuck. The Beskar armor,
I just think even before that, when they see that fucking pirate ship looking thing, and they jump off the thing and they land in front of them.
Fucking episode is
like
just
Bo-Katan, and they're like, and it's like, oh, that's fucking.
The whole episode is just kick ass, and like, of course there's like a game of some sorts, and it's like, what?
I have a theory. I have a theory.
Yeah, you said you did.
The armorer fucked him over. The armorer is working with Moff Gideon. She's the other spy. Because the episode's called Spies. Yes, we have the one that we already know.
The Spies.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Well, the
chick,
the woman, yeah.
Katie O'Brien.
Yeah.
Yep.
Her character. She's obviously one of the spies. But it said the spies. There's S's. But I think it's a little too convenient that, did you see the armor in the end when they're all trapped in that little space? I didn't see her in there. You could argue she wasn't involved with the battle, but I'm like, you're going to tell me that the armorer is not going to go to the forge on Mandalore? She's fucking going with those people, so she's in on it. She's working with Moff Gideon. Beskar armor rescued him.
I will
the
say
armorer
your theory is sound for many reasons, but I think the most sound
I'm just saying
reason for your theory is the fact that, as far as I know, only Mandalorians can forge Beskar.
Yes.
Like, know the technique.
Who else would have made his armor?
That know the technique for forging Beskar.
Moff Gideon wouldn't know how to
he
form
wouldn't.
that.
He shouldn't. Unless I've been wrong about the legends, but as far as I knew, you had to be a Mandalorian. There's definitely got to be a Mandalorian who is a spy. I hope it's Axe Woves, because
that could be possible too.
I just don't want the armor to be. She's so cool.
But she's been weird all season though, dude.
Why?
She's been weird. I'm just
Why's
saying.
she been weird? She's been trying to lead the people, man.
Yeah, yes, she's been leading the people because she's been uniting. She's uniting the Mandalorians to be led to him.
Oh, you son of a bitch! You just blew it wide open. You know what we're gonna have to call this video,
because he said.
You know we're gonna have to call this video.
He could have been talking to her, but again, it's played as he's just talking. But he could have been talking to the armorer, because he goes, "Thank you for getting all of the Mandalorians all in one space." Fucking armor has been. That's why
the video's gonna have to be called "Jake and Tyler Blow Open."
That is why
season 3.
That is why the armorer is accepting of her and says she has walked the way, and then has her take her helmet off, and then has her, because she is playing to Bo-Katan's ego. And Bo-Katan actually is a good general, but I'm also saying that she's playing to Bo-Katan her confidence and knowing she's good, and she's then. After seeing that mythosaur, she bought in to the fucking religious aspect of the Children of the Watch, and because she never took her helmet off, and then she was even hesitant to do it, like she had been accepted by them. Mm-hmm. She buys into this whole thing, so now she's even got it more revitalized, knowing that it isn't toxic. It's still livable. So that it's just
I would put forth though
that it's got to be the most. And by the way, Moff Gideon, if he is the mastermind,
I have a evidence to support my theory of Axe Woves. However,
that's a pretty solid case, though.
However, I cannot deny that Axe Woves would not have been able to get all this together like the Armorer could have. But
everybody listens to her. Everybody respects her.
But remember when they first get pinned down by the Forge and they're first seeing those Imperials, and he's like, "I'll go and get reinforcements."
Yes.
When does he come back?
Does he? I don't know. Oh, is it a red herring?
Dude,
is
and
it
by the way,
it's just a red herring. It's got to be the Armorer.
You couldn't give a better fucking like warrior's death to Paz Vizsla, dude. That was fucking badass. He just fucking takes them all on.
You could.
That was cool.
That
as
was Jon
fuck.
Favreau, by the way. You know that, right? That he's been that guy.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a little bit.
Dude,
who am I kidding?
It was brilliantly. I don't care. It was brilliantly
if I were
done.
in that situation, I would write that for myself. Are you fucking kidding me? Of course I would.
Anyway,
I'm not judging him for that.
Anyway, it was brilliantly done.
just joking.
And I know it was brilliantly done. You could really.
I'll drink your blood.
It was really. You could feel there was a very visceral. There was a very visceral feel to the whole scene. Like you really felt helpless. You know, and you're hold on a second. No. Moff Gideon doesn't get a win.
Oh,
but
God.
then you know what I was thinking? You know what I was thinking, dude?
What?
I liked how season 2 ended, obviously. But it still kind of seemed convenient how they beat Moff Gideon, didn't it? Like he was supposed to be this big bad guy.
Yeah.
And is it at the end of season 1 where he survives a fucking TIE fighter crash and cuts himself out of the wreckage with the fucking... Like, he's no slouch.
Yeah.
So it's no surprise, really, it shouldn't be anyway, that he's, a bad motherfucker. But, man...
You know what happened a lot at the end of this episode?
Oh, my God.
Pew, pew, quip. Pew, pew, quip.
Let's also talk about this. Let's address this, too. Because a lot of people have felt that Bo-Katan has outshined Din, and it's been more about her story than Din's.
Okay.
And I would argue that it isn't, because he is still in almost every scene.
Yeah.
He's still, but it's both their stories. It's their stories, because
And if you're bitching about it, calm down.
he is still heavily, he's still the main focus of the show.
You can't handle a show that focuses on a woman or something.
No,
No, I'm saying like
it's the same thing that people always say when there's any sort of change to a show where it's like, well, now it's their show, or this person's taking a back seat in their own movie, or blah 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 blah.
Yeah, and humans are incredibly resistant to change.
I can understand that, but again,
I don't like it.
I would also point out that Din is very, very important to this story, and it is still his story, because while Bo-Katan is looked at as this mythical leader to unite all the Mandalorians, he's the first one to say yes. If you really want to break it down, Din has done more to unite Mandalorians than Bo-Katan has done, in my opinion. Just what we've seen. Because Din has always shown loyalty to Mandalorians, no matter who they are. You know what I mean? Whether they are...
You forget when they first met up with Din in season 2 that he was like, fuck you guys, you
that
pieces
is true.
of shit.
He did. He was.
And they were like, fuck you.
He hated them because they...
Yeah. What kind of yarn are you spinning, you...
No, he has been like that since season 2, though. You do see that character growth because of his relationship with Grogu and all that stuff, I think. But you're right. So, but I think Din is just is important to this, and it's not just Bo-Katan taking the reins.
Calm down.
Because he's the first one when she says, "I'm going to need people to do this, to go to Mandalore." He's the first one to go. He says, "I'll go, and Grogu will come with me." Like, he's the first one to do it. He's always willing to help. He's always the one that's, like he helped with Navarro and all that. And so I still disagree. I still think that this is still Din's story, especially at the end, because at the end he's the only one that isn't trapped. They fight through. Well, he's trapped. He's captured, but he's not trapped in that room.
Oh.
And because why? But that's my point. There's something else there too, because why didn't Moff Gideon kill him? Why didn't he kill him right there? He says, take him to the interrogation room, which is another reason I think it's the armorer.
Debriefing room.
Whatever.
Come on, man. They're different things.
Point is, he didn't kill him for a reason, Tyler. He didn't kill him for a reason because
interrogation and debriefing are two very different things, Jake. No matter what the governments of the world would have you believe.
Anyway, but at the end of this episode, he's having this valiant standoff where he's eventually has to be sacrificed, essentially, But again,
It was so cool when his fucking gun just starts fucking glowing because it's just
Paz did it. Yeah. Well, what I loved about when it was Din when he was fighting is when he was shooting and then just fucking flame throwing, just shooting and flame throwing him, and it was it was awesome. And that sequence, there's that sequence of getting through there where, like, again, you're seeing this is still his show. He's still the main focus in the fight because he's the one pushing through. He's still got plot armor. Like, he's still a badass. Yeah. But the best thing, the crowning achievement of this episode was they continue to show that Star Wars still has a lot of fun villains in it, because Moff Gideon,
dude,
is a spectacular mustache twirling villain, and
right?
I fucking love it. When he comes down, when you see his introduction in the Beskar armor, which, by the way, that is fucking sick ass armor.
It's basically Boba Fett in Darth Vader colors. It's
and
awesome.
Darth Maul horns on his helmet. And he's coming down.
Better get a
and
minifigure of that Lego.
He does all this thing in like a Beskar armor. It's the best. And he goes, possibly the best upgrade is it has me in it. I'm like, what a fucking douchebag. And that's amazing. To just be like, oh, the best thing about it is I have it. Like, fuck this asshole. That's so good. It's so good.
I gotta have.
I love it.
First of all, I was just geeking out, of course, over the whole scene where he's talking to the other Imperials, because Captain Pelion is there, Pelion, and he's from the Heir to the Empire books, Timothy Zahn. Now, let me explain. It's hard to explain because you guys really no. Heir to the Empire, like, that was the first thing we had gotten as Star Wars fans, other than really Return of the Jedi, for like 6-7 years, or like maybe even 10 years. And it was a continuation. It was an official continuation of the Star Wars saga, right? So we're all just like, oh my God, this is awesome. This whole series of books, and it introduced Grand Admiral Thrawn and all this other stuff. And Captain Pelion is the guy who is his liaison to the, because Thrawn has been out in the Outer Rims, or the uncharted space, for
they just kind of casually name dropped him here. I was like, oh,
well,
damn.
he's been out there for decades, and the reason why is he's got on a secret mission for the Emperor, and it's explained in the books, Heir to the Empire and all that stuff. But the bottom line about all this is, it's just, you don't have anything. You can watch Return of the Jedi, you can watch Empire Strikes Back, you can watch the fucking Christmas special, which is just awful. You can watch,
hey, that's
Star
where
Wars.
Boba Fett showed up.
You can watch all of these things, but that's all you're really getting. You can maybe read the Marvel comic books, but that's really all you're getting officially, okay? Right around the prequel movies is when everything blew open, and it really, really
the
ramped
Clone
up when
Wars
Disney bought them.
Then Bad Batch,
it started
and
with
Rebels.
Started with the prequels, and then when Disney bought them, they were like, okay, bam, and they just expanded everything. So so the whole Heir to the Empire and Thrawn has such a special place in my heart, because it was the only thing we had that was officially Star Wars and continued the story of Han, Luke, and Leia and all that shit. And so I'm just jazzed. And Xander Berkeley, one of the greatest character actors, he's been in everything. Look him up. He's been in every movie that you love. Guaranteed. I'm serious. In some way, shape, or form, he's either the fucking alcoholic stepdad or the throwaway colonel, like in the scene, like that, dresses down the main character. He's in a bunch of shit, and he gets to play that part. And then, I don't know if you're trying to tell me that Commandant Hux is General Hux. You better be telling me that Commandant Hux is General Hux's dad, because that guy is way too old to turn into General Hux by the time of the sequel trilogy, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
But that's kind of a cool. I'm hoping that Dave and John have a way to go, hey, come here, buddy.
Let me tell you.
You know what? I know. No, I know. You skinned your knee.
It's okay.
On the sequel trilogy. And it doesn't feel good right now, right? Okay. But let me tell you something.
It gets better.
We're going to make it feel better. It gets better, buddy. It's going to be just fine. Here's some ice cream. Like, thanks, man. Thanks, Dad. That's awesome.
Wow. What a story.
Because, you remember when you're a little kid and you skin your knee, you're just
Thanks,
like,
Dad.
dude.
Dave. Thanks, Dave.
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 But you feel like shit, and then your dad or your mom just, hey man, listen, I know it sucks.
It gets
Here's some ice cream.
Gets better.
Like all right, cool. I'm hoping that that's what they're doing. And we talked about this a little bit. Moff starts the fucking First Order. However, I do have one caveat, and that is that Moff and his band is so fucking powerful now that to expect that to turn into the First Order, which is kind of piss Annie.
Yeah, I don't know.
We turned a whole planet into a Death Star.
I think
Who
they're gonna,
fucking
I feel like they're
cares?
gonna sort this out.
But I feel like they're on the right track.
Well, I think we'll talk about it here in a second with Star Wars Celebration stuff.
Well,
But,
maybe Hux is
well, we found out that Filoni's gonna do a movie
Okay.
that ties all this in. So
Cool.
is
Is that the one that was announced that Rey's going to return?
No, that's a different movie. But I think this will be. Yeah, I think this will be an interesting way, and I think that this movie is going to kind of work that out, because you're right. Then
Well,
what happened?
Ahsoka-
Who was the first
Ahsoka's
order that
gonna
we saw in the
add
sequel trilogy? Because they suck.
A lot to the story of Thrawn
Yes,
because he's in it.
Yes.
And so that's going to tie that in a little bit too. So I'm just really excited because Thrawn is one of the best like fucking villains Star Wars has ever produced. The problem is that you've never seen him. I think he was in the Clone Wars cartoon show that Filoni did.
More like Filoni baloney.
But he was
Got him.
one of the Legends characters that was allowed to be part of regular continuity
Yeah.
when Disney bought him. For a little while it wasn't. It was kind of like, is he going to be? Who knows? But then they announced that he would be part of the stories moving forward, and it was like, awesome.
Also, another reason this is still Din's show. Did you not remember the IG-12 where Grogu
dude,
is
no.
operating the droid?
Yes. No.
No.
Yes.
Yes. And as
That
someone,
was cute as fuck.
as someone who has a child, that is accurate. There are some toys where he just fucking bang, 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 hitting that button over and over again. And I don't say anything because I love him. And then I start.
I don't say anything because I love him.
But then those songs get into my brain. And I'm fucking singing the ABCs and I'm taking a shit. You know what I mean?
Can I say one last thing?
Fucking go ahead.
The reason why Thrawn is such a huge like deal is
Because he's blue.
Right, but if you don't know this, he's not human.
Yes.
Now, when the Emperor takes over, when Palpatine takes over at the end of the prequel trilogy, I'm getting my
Sequel, prequel,
fucking-
trequel.
Tickle
Tickle.
tickle my pickle.
That's what this episode did.
Palpatine institutes a strict no aliens
So they're just
rule
full-on white
in the
supremacists.
Empire. Yes and no, human supremacists.
Human supremacy.
No, but seriously. And so the first thing is that when Thrawn, the few people who know about Thrawn, again, he's been on the unexpected reaches on a special mission for whatever. But the few people who know about Thrawn are just like, what the fuck? Because he is Grand Admiral, which is the highest an officer can be in the fucking Imperial Navy. So he's the highest ranking officer. He outranks fucking Darth Vader, dude. Okay? So first of all, they're like, how the fuck? He's the only one. How is it an alien? But then, like, when he comes back and people see that he's an alien, all these hardcore fucking humanist Imperials are just pissed. They're like, what the fuck?
Ew. Alien.
It's basically like if a bunch of guys were at a
It's
clan.
like Geeks and Gamers.
You ever
had
seen the
a-
Dave
had a
Chappelle
s-
sketch with the blind white supremacist
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
a black guy?
Yeah.
It's like that. It is.
Well, I was gonna
The
say.
one guy throws up
I was gonna say it's like
when he takes his hood off.
Geeks and Gamers has a fucking Empire station. Wait.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
You fucking killed it. You killed it.
Fuck
Because you didn't even give my joke a chance to breathe.
you.
I was just a. It's
Give
the,
my joke.
I also
a
love the fact
chance to
that somebody like wrote in the idea of
breathe.
like they're not necessarily white supremacists, but yeah, they're racist humans. They're racist against aliens. Like that's just funny to me. They got a Confederate flag and the Empire will
Well,
rise again. Damn it!
the Bothans that stole. Well, they obviously it's not the Bothans that stole the plans for the second Death Star. Were I can't remember his name, but there's a character in Heir to the Empire who's kind of a shit. And he's an antagonist of sorts. He's not a bad guy, but he's an antagonist. And he the reason why he's so pissed and the reason why he convinced these Bothan spies to do it is because he was a high-ranking senator. I might be wrong about this. I hope enough people listen to this so they can call me out on being wrong.
Okay.
But he was a high-ranking senator, and when Palpatine came to power, he eliminated like his role because he was an alien. He wasn't human, and so that's why he started working with the rebellion.
What?
That was fucking perfect. What? Anyway, on
Let's
to the
talk
next
about
part.
Star Wars Celebration.
Fuck you.
Darling.
Couple things. There's already a couple of Mandalorian Lego sets coming out. One of them is the Snub Fighter, and then there's the Spider Tank with Bo-Katan and Grogu and whatnot. But there's news on the horizon that every couple years they come out with like a $300 massive Lego Star Wars set. And this past one has been the Mos Eisley Cantina. Sometimes it's the Death Star. I see you yawning, you fuck. This year is the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi.
It is, yeah.
So they once upon a time had a Lego set that was the Ewok Village, and it was like $200, and it was like 3,000 pieces, and it came with like 9 Ewoks and all the Star Wars guys, and it was just fucking awesome. And there's news on the horizon that there's another big like Star Wars set coming out this year, and it's gonna be. So keep watching Off Panel Off Box, our sister channel, for more Lego news from Tyler Allen.
Brick by brick, he's
Fucking
laying down the news. Brick by brick. Ooh.
Now it calls for a what?
I thought you said a wet.
What?
That's what I said. Yes.
All right,
Okay.
so let's talk about Star Wars Celebration 2023.
Celebration.
So some of the things, we're not going to talk about everything was announced, but some of the things that caught my eye. First, 3 movies have been announced. So
Ooh.
we've been you and I have been talking about
Ew.
this. It's been
Ew.
too long since there's been a Star Wars movie. 'Cause
That's
2019. was the
Fairly
last one.
true.
Well, it's also all been TV.
Yeah.
But the thing that interested me the most is James Mangold is attached to a movie that will go back to the Dawn of the Jedi.
Awesome.
He said it's going to be like a biblical epic, like Ben-Hur, like,
cool.
and I'm like, fuck yes, like give me that, because
Can I have second helpings of that?
yes, more, because
What did he just do?
what?
What was his last thing?
He's doing Indiana Jones 5.
Right. Okay, cool.
That's what's coming out. So and also at the same thing, he said when asked about it, he's like, I can't tell you. He's like, they asked about Swamp Thing. He goes, I can't really tell you anything. All I can tell you is yes, I'm doing it. So not only is he doing this, he's also doing Swamp Thing, which is fucking rad. But I think that's awesome, and because we don't, unless you read like extended lore and stuff like that, there isn't a ton of mythology behind the Jedi in the movies. And I love the idea that we're gonna get that, and we're gonna get.
It's
the beginning
mostly
of
expository shit you read in other stories.
Yeah, but and
But
it's usually in books
if you
or
just
something else.
watch the movies and the TV shows, you really wouldn't. You could glean some of what the Jedi is about, but like the deep shit,
Yeah.
like the holocrons and the Sith and all that shit, dude. Yeah, you have to really be into Star Wars, like I am.
And the fact that he's gonna commit to like a swords and sandals like biblical epic to it is like even more awesome to me.
I'm excited.
Because I love those kind of movies. I love those big epic movies.
Who are
that-
you talking to, motherfucker?
But
No, I'm excited.
I mean, like those like ancient, like I said, swords and sandals, like epic, like
Yeah.
this big sprawling like cinematography and shit like that. I can't wait.
cinematography and cameras and
And
shit.
lights and
Actors,
mics
and
and stunt people.
stuff.
The next movie,
Scenery.
The next movie will be
Landscape.
the next movie, shut the fuck up. Will be be Dave Filoni's next movie, next project, which will be the focus of the formation of the New Republic and closing out all the Disney Plus stories in a big movie. So no release dates on those yet.
Never.
Yeah, it's supposed to somehow.
Never.
It's really supposed to tie in everything, like except for Andor, but it's mostly meant to tie in the Mandalorian, Boba Fett, Ahsoka, and all the other stuff. And then the third one is the one that's going to cause a lot of issues. A lot of people online were mad because Sharmeen Obaid Shinoy.
Where are you?
You know what? You don't even know if it's right either. So don't act like you know how to pronounce shit. All right, right there. Gah.
Sharmeen Obaid Shinoy.
Oh, exactly what I just said. Almost to the letter.
What about it?
She's making a. Should just cut all that out. She's making a film that will be set 15 years after the events of Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker, and feature Daisy Ridley back as Rey.
Cool.
That builds a new Jedi Order.
Cool. So what's the problem?
Internet's mad.
Why?
Because Rey. They hate Rey.
Why?
Because she's a Mary Sue.
Because what?
She's a Mary Sue. Funny story.
What is a Mary Sue?
Jesus Christ. Okay, so
No, she isn't.
Mary Sue is a character that where usually it's something that is very difficult and very hard to learn how to do. That character just knows how to do it and is good at everything. It's a term that's is overused.
Hey, internet. Fuck off.
I was on that side of history when that movie first came out. But then the more I watched it, the more I realized this is space wizard religion. Why do I give a shit?
Also, if you can make honestly, it's not that hard to
You know
make
who chooses power levels?
better
the writer.
movies
How many
than
times?
the sequel trilogy.
How many times do you have to say it?
I'll still watch them. Actually, I've never seen them twice.
Well, I'm interested that we're gonna see Days like this is the first.
Abrams ain't involved.
So far, this is the first time we've seen a character from the
That TikTok you sent me was fucking hilarious.
This is the first time we've seen a character from this sequel trilogy be carried on into something else, because this is no other character has had any continuation, and this is the first time we're seeing them progress the storyline past the sequel trilogy. Most of this other stuff is before the sequel trilogy, so that's interesting that they're going to do that and like commit. Like, we're gonna patch this canon, but we're also going to build a new canon.
That's exactly, you have to patch the canon. But here's the thing: I so really love. There's a segment of Star Wars history, if you will, that is largely unexplored, and that is pretty much anything before the Old Republic. The farthest back we've gone in the movies and TV shows really is the sequel or a prequel trilogy. God damn it.
Sequel, prequel, trequel.
But the prequel trilogy, right? That's the earliest we go. And that's, okay, that's fine. But I really want to see, I want to see how Coruscant got, not how, but I want to see why Coruscant became like a citywide planet. You know what I mean? How that happened. And they alluded to the fact that it was one of many in the galaxy. That's not the only citywide planet or planet-wide city, whatever. But shit like that, I want to see what things were like. One of my favorite sagas, space, science fiction, whatever, is Dune, right?
Yeah.
And now Dune, the original Dune that Frank Herbert wrote, takes a 4,000-year jump in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And then there's his son wrote from his notes a bunch of shit that happened 10,000 years beforehand that connects everything. And I love shit like that. Like you're talking about biblical epic.
Yeah.
When you can span from one end of the history.
But that is tricky.
To right.
There's a tricky balance there too, because.
But I'm glad they're exploring it.
Because I love lore. I love that.
Yeah.
I love sometimes I'll tell you, sometimes my nighttime reading is just looking up random lore for things that I like.
I Egyptian history is one of my favorites.
But
there's a lot of lore
sometimes
there.
there's things that work well in lore, and then you don't know if it would work well on a screen, or because I'm always struggling with Star Wars, because there's I want to see this Mangold movie. I think it's gonna be fucking awesome. I'm really excited about it. I'm excited about The Acolyte, which is also going to be one that's set between the recently established High Republic era, so 100 years before the Skywalker saga, and it's going to focus on the formation of the dark side, and it's going to have new characters and stuff like that. That's exciting too.
Star Wars canon is trying to tell me that 100 years before the Battle of Yavin is when the dark side was first formed? Fuck you. Are you fucking serious? Jackasses. The dark side formed almost immediately after the Jedi.
No, that's not what it's saying.
Okay.
It's telling the history of it. It's telling. It's not that I worded it improperly.
Damn it, Jake.
Chill. First of all, chill the fuck out. This is fake shit. Okay, it's just Star Wars.
Fuck you.
It's life. It's fucking life.
Listen, man.
I'm just saying, man. It's okay. It's okay. I misspoke.
Do you see me doing this? This is my Superman pose.
No, it's just talking about more about the dark side, the earlier time before the Skywalker saga, about the dark side and different characters. Again, that's exciting, but I worry a little bit because there is that aspect of, like I ran into with Obi-Wan and all this other stuff, is like it's okay to leave gaps and let that. But given that these are so far away and so far removed from the Skywalker shit, I don't mind. I'm excited about it. You know what I mean? But you're right. I think it is exciting to think of an idea of a timeline. Because remember when the picture at that where they show the big timeline of like the dark side and the light side, and it's like, okay, that is cool. I like that.
Dark Horse, before Disney bought them out, Dark Horse did a lot of prequel shit, and they did shit like thousands of years before the Battle of Yavin.
Yeah.
And they talked about the schism, how the schism between the Jedi and the Mandalorian happened, and there's a big Jedi-Mandalorian war that happens, and there's a guy named Ulick Keldroma and like all these other characters. It's fucking awesome, actually.
Yeah.
Because the Mandalorian armor was more biological at that time. So it looks slightly different. You still have the cross faceplate, but it's more, it's less clean. It's more like chainmail almost, but it's cool as fuck, obviously.
Shiny.
But I would love to see that kind of incorporated someday, and so I could see it on screen.
Ahsoka had a trailer drop. That's next after Mando. I'm not as excited.
Oh, fucking fuck you,
no,
dude.
It's gonna
Ahsoka looks cool. Dude, Ray Winston, dude.
Just for Thrawn.
Is that Ray Winston, I think? Or what's his name? Ray
Weinstein?
No. Is it...
Like, I think it's Weinstein, I'm pretty sure.
You
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being serious.
he was in Punisher.
Anyway, yeah, Ray Weinstein. I'm telling you, it's W-I-N-E Stone.
Yeah, Winstone.
Weinstein.
No, that's not the right guy.
Yeah.
No, it's
see, now you found a porn star.
No, that's the guy who was in Black Widow.
No,
it's Ray.
Put an E in there. Shh.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong.
This is great content. I'm glad we're doing this.
Go ahead and do your shit in Vamp so I can do this. Goddamn.
We also found out more about the Skeleton Crew.
Shit.
So.
Yeah,
that's it. That's all I had.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, that's
then
all
move on to the next fucking...
I don't want to move on. I want you to sit in your mistakes.
Ray Stevenson. Ray Stevenson. He was in the other guys. Do you remember he was the bad the bodyguard? Yes.
Tiki Watiti.
Wasn't it?
You should do the yes there.
Oh.
You are nothing but garbage, yeah. Nothing but garbage, Gaina.
Nobody's laughing but you. No, but dude, Ray Stevenson, dude, his character looks fucking badass. Whatever the fuck he is, like he's obviously he's a Sith.
A lot of these characters are from Rebels.
I didn't watch any of those.
I don't
fucking
watch that
things.
shit either.
No, like the girl with the head tails, the Twi'lek, the green Twi'lek girl. I know who she is, and she flies something called the Ghost, and I think it's Sabine Wren is the girl with the hair in the trailers, and I know who she is too, and they're looking for Ezra Bridger, I think, but I don't know who that Ray Stevenson guy is playing. I don't know.
He's playing Ray Weinstein.
Shut the fuck up. All right, let's go. What's next? What's next? What's next in the box? Is it time for the box?
I'll eat your ass.
That's what's in the box.
Wow.
That
Somebody
special Jack in the
looking
box.
at me.
Tyler, I got some other news I want to hit before we get out of here.
Don't hit me.
That's me slapping the table because I'm sick of your lies. I wanted to say lies and laughs. At the same time.
Lies.
HBO Max. R.I.P. It will turn into just Max on May 23rd. So, taking HBO, one of the most recognized brands in all of entertainment with its great original programming that people love, and just throwing it out the window and just putting it in, making an app
Who's
called
doing that?
Max. Warner Brothers Discovery.
Suck it.
Pricing update for not HBO Max, just Max. Which, by the way, I was going to put in the title of the episode. It's not HBO. It's Max. Get it? Because it's not TV. It's HBO. Remember that.
So do I have to buy a new fucking
No, it's the same app,
prescription?
but it's just dumb.
Yeah, it is.
So here's the pricing. So $9.99 a month with ads. You're going to love this, Tyler. You're going to really love this. Ad-free for $15.99 a month, which is pretty much okay. Or the ultimate ad-free package for $19.99 a month.
Wait a second. Okay, keep going.
No, it sounds worse than it is. All it is 4 concurrent streams in 4K, which means, wait, I can't get
What?
4K when I spend $16 a month on your app?
Oh, so you're not okay? Because I was thinking that
No, I was
the ad-free tier was like
Not
you're gonna get
really.
one every once in a while.
Yeah, like Hulu does.
You won't even mention it. You won't even.
You don't even-
bullshit. Hulu's. Oh, fuck that, dude. No, Hulu's the worst.
But
Actually,
no, I
Roku
just
channel
laugh at
is
the
the
title of it, ultimate ad-free. But yeah, it's 4 concurrent streams and 4K. That's what you get when you pay $20 a month. But which I always like. Wait, don't I get 4K anyway? If I'm paying $16 a month, but no, I just want to hit that real quick because I think
don't
that's
notice
hilarious.
it. I don't notice enough to pay
Again,
an extra $4.
Warner Brothers Discovery continues,
to suck balls.
just continues
To just suck
make terrible decisions.
shit.
Which, by the way, did you see
Out
that
of a
fucking
straw.
Shazam 2 is on digital already? Like not streaming yet, but on digital.
Oh, wow.
That's how bad that movie performed. Morbius
I still liked it a lot.
Morbius outperformed that movie on its opening weekend. That's how terrible Warner Brothers is at marketing movies. That's how bad Warner Brothers is. But anyway, fuck HBO Max. It's dead.
Excuse me. This shit
Moving
tastes
on.
like shit, and it's making me burpy. Yeah.
The trailer that everybody's buzzing about for The Marvels. I'm in. Let me tell you. I am in.
I am in.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Looks good.
But a little awkward given that that actor is still in it, but you know, they filmed it, I guess.
Which
you didn't know about that? The dude who plays the dad from Miss Marvel, like there was alleged like he was texting an underage girl and shit. It's still under investigation, I think, but yeah, it was kind of shocking.
come on, man.
And I liked that guy
Me too.
in that show.
Who was the other guy last week we were talking about?
I don't know.
There's another guy who had some issues. Oh. Majors.
Yeah. But no, that trailer was really cool, and the fact that before we even get into it, I still don't get why these pathetic losers on the internet hate Brie Larson as much as they do. I just don't understand it.
Because she's made it a point to go to not kowtow to their bullshit.
All she said was we need a little bit more representation for movie critics, and that like certain movies are not made for just white dudes. It's really all she was talking about, but whatever.
But again, because it was her that said it is the reason why she's the target of their ire.
And it gets
Anybody else could have said it. Many people since then have said it. But because she was basically the first that everybody got hooked on.
yeah. But
Congratulations to her, though. Dude, she's incredibly gorgeous. And she's smart as fuck. And she's tough as shit, too. Dude, she does a lot of her own stunts and whatnot.
yeah. But I just wanted to get that out of there because I think that if anybody, first of all, those people are mostly bad faith anyway because they have their issues with Brie Larson anyway. But there are some people that are gonna be like, well, isn't this like a demotion? We don't even there's no Captain Marvel 2. It's the Marvels now. And I'm like, I don't know, man. You watch that trailer, it doesn't look like a demotion. It's an ensemble movie, and it's cool that like, dude, we're getting a fucking team up movie. I love team up shit.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about it. And the fact that we're getting it with, like, we're doing a team movie, but it's a smaller team movie. It's a much more intimate one. It's 3 characters. It's going to have, like, bigger, cosmic implications or whatever, I'm sure. But, like, and just to see that, and, like, you were talking about when we watched Miss Marvel, where they're incorporating the bands where they, like, teleport.
The nega bands,
The nega bands. That's
yeah.
fucking cool, dude. To see that, and then to see that, not only do that, but then absorb their power.
I wonder how they're
going
to try and like figure that out and explain that.
Because they're going to use their it's going to like transfer their powers. And like that's what
It's not how it works in the comics.
I'm just saying that's probably what they're going to do in the movie based on the trailer.
Can I just say one thing?
I'm just excited to see him
I'm
back.
excited too.
Like I loved the girl that played Miss Marvel.
I can't remember
I
her
loved
name.
Monica Rambeau in WandaVision. Like I'm so glad that they're back. And I think Brie Larson. Oh, and of course they made her smile in this trailer as a joke of like, oh, see, she smiles because like she doesn't smile anymore. She's just like a cold, bitchy face, and it's like, no, you're just living not a good life. Like the way that they treat her is just stupid.
I don't know, Captain Marvel. I need a lot of you to go back and watch Captain Marvel and watch the scene where she is at the place and the douchebag on the motorcycle says to her, "You should smile more." And based on your reaction, you need to evolve or you're fine. If you think it's kind of a humorous whatever and it's really nothing, you're fine. You're good. If you get your panties all up in a fucking bunch because that guy is played off as kind of sinister for asking. You know what I'm saying? If you have a problem with that scene, you need to read some books and you need to evolve. Okay, I'm serious.
Or talk to a woman and talk about how when they're just looking at something and people say they got resting bitch face and they're like, "You should smile," and they're like, "Can I just stand here?"
That is exactly what I'm saying, dude. There is that scene in that movie. Every man in the world needs to watch that scene. And if you have a problem with that scene, you are one of the shitheads. Now, I know you're going to be probably in your mom's basement and everything anyway, but...
Crack cocaine.
Yes, get some of that.
No, I think...
Just saying, that's a very good barometer. Like, if you have a problem with that scene, you are an idiot. And you are not a good person.
I'm still trying to figure out who the villain's going to be for this movie.
I don't either.
Which I don't... Look, hey, I don't mind that they didn't show it. I like that they didn't show it. I don't want everything shown.
Have they even said anything about it?
I don't know anything about the villain.
It would be interesting if they tried to bring in the original Captain Marvel.
Also,
the Kree Captain Marvel.
Also, the people that are like fucking spewing this bullshit rumor, like the dumb fuck who runs Den of Nerds. I fucking hate that guy. He's not like a chuddy piece of shit, but he's just really annoying, and because I keep quote tweeting that guy, I keep seeing him on my Twitter feed because he's just one of those like clickbaity like fucking rumor channels.
So what did he say?
Rumor channels, but he was like sharing a rumor that because it got delayed. This got delayed till November.
Yeah.
And he was saying that the reason is the rumor is the delay is that Brie Larson was hard to work with on set and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, have you watched any press that they were doing when they announced this? When they first announced this plan and like the photo shoot they did together and the interviews they did together, none of those women hate each other.
I went up on you.
And it's again it plays into this narrative that she's this bitchy woman, and it's like you know what, if she, and look, I was one of those people like, yeah, she seemed kind of weird in the Infinity War press, like she seemed kind of like standoffish and pushy, and I was like, well, yeah, you got to think about it. She was getting it 24/7 from fucking everybody on YouTube saying that like she's this nasty woman because she made one comment that was true.
Because she won't fit into their box. I'll even one up beyond that, and it's basic fucking math. You remember like a couple years ago where they were set to give us like 3 TV shows and like 4 movies a year. Remember that? And Feige came out and said, no, we're not doing that no more. And they basically scrapped like a movie a year and moved a bunch of shit back.
Yeah.
That's why.
Plus, if they're pushing it another couple months, that means that they're probably gonna get more time.
Wakanda Forever came out last year,
they're
right?
They're gonna get more last November. Yeah, they're gonna get more time.
So we're still getting 3 this year, but
they're still gonna get
not
more.
Gonna be moving forward.
They're still gonna get more time to work on it. in terms of visual effects.
Sure.
So they're gonna get to fix that.
But the main thing is just Feige was just
But-
like, I don't want to put
this
too
is my
much
favorite
out there at
thing.
once.
But this is my favorite thing.
Yeah.
When those,
It has
when,
nothing to
when
do
dudes
with-
like that, when like Fandom Wire,
You
and
can make up any story to fit your narrative.
when Fandom Wire,
Shit.
and no, I'm fucking shut. Let me cook, dude. I'm naming
talking
names.
about the people
Jesus
you're talking
Christ.
about. I'm
God.
talking about
You're
the
killing
guys.
it. Fandom Wire, Den of Nerds. There's a couple. Star Wars Theory. I fucking hate them because they're rumor channels that have sources, but they never give a source. I'll never forget when that Den of Nerds,
Journalistic
Den of
integrity.
Nerds dude tweeted that this was before they officially.
Are you saying denim?
Den
or,
of Nerds.
Okay,
because there's Den of Geeks. This is how lazy this dude is. This is how lazy this dude is. There's Den of Geeks.
denim nerds.
And then he made which would be a great title.
Now I'm gonna make a. Yep.
Write that down. He used Den of Geeks and made it Den of Nerds. It's like creative.
Anyway.
But I remember back before they confirmed that they weren't going to use Henry Cavill, he was tweeting about James Gunn saying that he didn't like Henry Cavill, and that's what he was hearing inside sources.
Sure.
James Gunn himself tweeted to him is like, "No, I like Henry. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about."
My
And go back
inside
to- and he-
sources
and he
tell me that I
essentially-
don't like you.
He bodied him, and he said, "Go back to your mom's fucking basement."
Who are
dude.
your sources?
That's what I mean. They
I
don't have
can't
sources.
reveal
They
my
make shit up.
sources. Jake's over here like,
I'm sure you can I just like ugh. You have no evidence. You just want to continue to make that narrative, and it's stupid. And you know what else? This is the last time I'm talking about it. When this movie comes out, I'm only fucking talking about
sources.
I am only talking about the movie. I am not talking about Brie Larson outside of the fucking movie because I don't care anymore.
Sources tell
Moving
me
on.
that I don't like Jake.
Because goddamn,
And
man.
I'm gonna tweet about it.
You talking?
Yeah? Are we talking?
No.
Are you okay?
No.
Why?
Yeah. Screamed in my ear multiple times. Tyler,
Yep.
it's that time of the week.
What was the publisher from this one? Is it ID? It's not IDW. again.
Scout Comics?
Okay.
Never heard of him.
Mm-mm.
Never heard of him.
Wait,
I almost thought this
seriously.
was the same artist as the Black Cloak.
Yeah, it was very
It looks very
similar.
similar.
Very similar styles.
Once again,
yes.
shout out to Mayhem Comics in Des Moines
Absolutely.
and Ames and all around. Support your local comic shops, especially if you're in Central Iowa. Go check out
Dang right.
Mayhem Comics, who supplied this week's comic book. And this week's comic is Unicorn Vampire Hunter from Scout Comics.
Written by Caleb Palmquist and artist by Daryl Toe. Letterer and designer Dave Lentz. I've heard that name. Now, can I start?
Sure, go for it.
So, up until this part,
When they
like this whole part, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, fucking cool. Like they just have a horse. They have a unicorn that just kills
well, it is
vampires.
about a unicorn, and
Yeah,
it
but
does,
then
in
the unicorn starts talking. Let me just say this. It is very. It's definitely a comic that I think is made for a little bit younger audience. I think, don't you think? There's horror elements, but it's not that severe.
Yeah, it's a little bit more
The art is
pulpy.
more. It's not a bad book. It's just like you were saying, like you know,
I viewed it as having a little bit more of a humorous tone.
I mean,
at least that's the way I read it. But
I think it's an interesting story, and here's as a creator myself, and somebody who considers myself a storyteller, I know that there are times you hit on something with the story, and you're like, "This is it, man. This is the thing that makes it happen, man." And I know that the writer came up with, "Ooh, the unicorn used to be a prince," and he was like, "That's the thing," you know, like right?
yeah,
And I know that in your I'm trying to say, like, as a fellow creator, like, I'm more than happy that you were able to get this out and that you were able to get somebody to draw it, and it's definitely worth a checking out.
Mhm.
But it's not my style of comic book. It is not.
yeah.
I don't it's just not. I think it's just a little bit more made for a little bit younger age than me, I think. It's more of a tween,
Yeah.
like a 13-year-old girl.
I
really goth.
I agree. It's definitely not something I usually read, and that's the point. It's not usually something I'm into.
It's what?
It's not bad.
No, it's
I
just
don't
not
think
my
any of the
style.
books that we've read have been bad in any way. But I think, yeah, it just doesn't. I mean, it's just it reads really quick, right? And I just feel like you're right. It does have a sensibility of it's seeming to look for a younger audience and try and reach a younger audience. And yeah, I think that's one of the reasons it probably doesn't connect as much with me. I do think there's moments where I found some humor in it, and I thought it was a little funny.
Oh yeah, like don't get me wrong.
Because the concept itself.
There's bits when they're talking between the guy and the unicorn about their past and how they used to be best friends and stuff. There's humorous bits.
Yeah, but see, that's one thing I do like is the thematic choice it did, where you get a third-person narration, then you get a narration for the unicorn prince,
right?
And then you get a narration from his friend and her uncle Seamus, and like so. Yeah, they're using that device 3 different ways to weave the story, and I like that.
Yeah.
And there's things that look. A unicorn stabbing someone will always be funny. I don't care what the context, and it could be
funny.
Yes, it's funny as shit. Because think about it.
A unicorn stabbing.
You think about it, somebody getting hit head on by a horse, that's scary. But a unicorn, that's funny. Because they're impaled by it. That's just funny to me.
What the fuck?
Because it's just so overkill.
You're such a sociopath.
If you're the unicorn, just stomp him. What do you got to stab him? It's just funny. Also, because I'll never see it. You know, that's the thing. I'll never.
That's true. That's very true.
I'm not gonna go to the fucking county fair and see a kid get impaled by a unicorn.
And that's what I've always wanted. To go to the county fair and see a kid get impaled by a unicorn.
I don't know. Maybe I am a sociopath. I don't know why I find it so funny. I just
no, but you're right. Like you're like, man. You know what made that? You know what made old Clem get knocked over by that horse a lot funnier? If he'd have been impaled on it. If instead of getting knocked down and trampled, he had just been picked up by his midsection by this gigantic horn.
See, now when you describe it that way, now unicorn sounds scary. Maybe Shazam 2 was onto something.
No, when we were watching that movie, actually, there's a school of thought that generally unicorns.
Continue. You have my attention.
I just realized what I sounded like.
You sounded like you were on an episode of Ancient Aliens. Now, generally, people used to think the general unicorn.
That's so awesome, dude.
General unicorn consensus.
Okay. Okay, I think there's like accepted things about like vampires, even though they're fictional characters, right? And werewolves, right? Like
the natural enemy of the unicorn.
well, like silver can kill werewolf, right? Like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the accepted like unicorn is that they're very pretty and that they're white and they're whatever.
Yeah.
And the way they were portrayed.
I'm
it's
just
great.
looking at
It's
you, and it's
fucking
like I can
great.
see a History Channel Chiron underneath your face. Tyler Allen. What the ancients can tell us about
Co-host on panel off topic.
what ancient UFOs tell us about our future.
No, but there's a lot of people that have unearthed different legends from back in those times that.
Unicorns have been around.
But that the unicorn was never supposed to be like this pretty, like friend of little girls. It was like this bad motherfucking Clydesdale with a fucking giant.
Yeah, why else, Tyler? Because it's got a horn on its head, and it's funny because you could just get stomped by Clydesdale. They're huge, but you're gonna get gored.
It's funny when you get trampled, but getting gored is hilarious.
And that's why it was funny when he killed the vampire in this comic book.
Full circle. You see how we wrote that? We wrote that shit. What? Just because I wanted to make sure that we were still recording, because it was so good, I was like, we didn't record any of that shit, did we? Yeah, that was a cool panel.
Nice. That's what I said.
That was a cool sequence of panels.
When the vampire.
Don't turn it up because you're gonna play the thing again. Remember? Are you gonna play the theme song again?
I'll drink your blood.
So
That's what the vampire said.
essentially what happens, this girl is with her Uncle Seamus.
Oh, are we describing
and
it?
he's like, no, I just wanted this for this part. It's all lead up to this drop. And he's like, and Seamus, because she's like, the world has gone nuts in this kingdom
The world is ape shit.
that this girl is living in. So they're like, go live with your Uncle Seamus in this remote farmland. And she's like, okay. And then Seamus gives her the Lion King speech where he's like, remember, don't go in that dark, scary forest. And she does. And then some guy's there. Turns out he's a vampire. He looks at you and he says,
I'll drink your blood.
nice.
It was, but yeah, I,
How bored?
I'll say this for the comic again. It's not really my style of book, but it's I wish that there was a way that I could just naturally see how all these books play out, because I have the books that I buy every week.
Yeah.
And we get generally the number one for free. Yeah. But I can't really afford to like keep reading all of these books, all these series.
Yeah.
And I wish there was a way that I could, maybe Comixology, I could do it that way. Because for all I know,
not in the middle of this segment though. I would
no, but like in an issue or two, it might turn into something that I like. Up until that point, I was like, fucking sweet, dude. She's just gonna ride around on this unicorn, fucking killing vampires. And then it was like, I used to be a prince, and it was like, I'm done, I'm out.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude. As soon as I was, I used to be a prince. Like, I'm done. I fucking don't care.
See,
anymore. I don't care anymore.
I feel like having him talk as the unicorn helps.
Maybe, but does he have to be? He used to be a prince. He used to be. Come on, he was cursed by a witch. Come on.
It is pretty basic.
It's a guy getting cursed to be a horse. All he's thinking is, check out that
And then she
dick.
said while she's brewing it, she's like, and remember, when you kill people, don't trample them. Stab them with your horn. He says, all right, lady.
Okay. What the hell's wrong with you?
And then she's like, it's magic, isn't it? Yeah, it didn't work.
Yeah.
Never mind, it's not funny.
Pew pew quip, pew pew quip.
On to the next thing. What's the next thing?
Godspeed, Spider-Man.
What's the next thing? Are we doing? Is it on to Longbox?
Alarm box?
Or are we?
That's it.
That's the end of.
What are we gonna say? What final thoughts?
Again, like if you're into fantasy comics, I definitely think it's worth a read. That's really not my genre that I can really get into. So objectively, as a fantasy comic book, I'd give it a good solid B. It's good art. The writing is decent, but again, I can't really give it a grade on my own because I don't read that kind of. It'd be like asking me to grade a reality show. I don't really watch reality shows. I try not to.
Oh,
I try not to.
So much better. Than
No,
us.
because I do watch them. That's how human I am. We all watch them. Reality show watchers.
Ruined the song.
You fucking ruined. I wrote it. You fucking ruined it. Hey, here's a dog. Hey, here's a dog.
Crack cocaine.
That's what this thing. Dog. This dog kind of seems like he's always on crack.
Tyler.
Yeah. Oh, it's not working.
I grabbed the wrong one.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yep. No. Coming down low. Coming down low. Coming down low. Coming down low. It's going down low. It's going down low. Box.
All right.
You're welcome. I just wrote the bump. I just made the bump for. We never have to play with that dial again. We just made it.
Wow.
You want to go first? The thing about unicorns, actually.
I went for unsolved unicorn
That was
mysteries.
so fucking great. Now we got to do a sketch.
Think about unicorns.
And it ends with me getting gored by a unicorn, and you're like, awesome.
I'm just laughing.
Yeah.
Tears.
Super cool.
I'm just holding the camera. Yeah, you go first.
Okay. Let me stop laughing. See how much fun we have on this show? Many moons ago, like in 1986, there was a imprint that Marvel had called Epic Comics, and there was like Dark Star and Alien Legion, and there was a bunch of these more adult-themed books that were put out by Epic, and they were all what were called direct sales. Now, back in the day, there weren't as many comic book stores, so a lot of people got their comic books at newsstands. And so the books that were direct sales only, you had to go to a comic book store or order it from the publisher or whatever. And Epic always published books that you had to, you'd never find them in like the QT. They always had like, the magazine stand, that one of those circular ones, they had like basically 4 and 4 and 4.
Yeah.
And, that's where the comic books were at like the QT, where we got our comic books. And one of the Epic books that I got at a comic book shop, because I think we found one or something, was called Gru the Wanderer. And if you ever read Mad Magazine, there's a guy named Sergio Aragones, and he actually, Mad TV, the little animations were his art. And if you ever read Mad Magazines, the art in like the margins, the little funny little vignettes, that was all Sergio Aragones. And William Gaines, who published Mad, once said that if I let him, he could make the whole damn magazine himself every month. That's how prolific he was, and good. He's really, really good.
Yeah. And
so he has this character named Gru the Wanderer, who's this really stupid, really dumb, really good fighter. And he loves cheese dip, and he's got this huge schnoz, and he's just a dork, and this terrible hair, and this awful costume, and he has a dog named Roberto, okay? And he's just... He's dumb, okay? At one point in this book, he starts off fighting against the guys who are on his side, and they go, no, the enemy's over there. And he goes, oh, sorry. And he goes over and starts killing everybody on that side, and he goes, wait, another fray, but I have not finished that fray. So he goes back to the people whose side he's on and starts killing them again, and he keeps doing it back and forth. And in this book, that's how dumb he is, but he's so good. But nobody can stop him, right? And he loves cheese dip. That's, I think, what I loved about Gru when I was a kid, was that he loved cheese. Who doesn't fucking love cheese dip, right? Point of all this is that
people that are lactose
Sergio has been able to take this dumb character, and because of all the things that happen around him in his stories, he is a master satirist of religion, wealth, nobility, royalty, piracy, just all these different things. And in this book, it's even better because he's gotten, somehow Gru fell into this place where all these people worship him. So there's two Grus. There's a Gru in the heavens with all the gods, and there's a Gru on earth. And they're different guys. And the gods up above are pissed because Gru is killing them all, and they can't die. So it's just a nonstop gore fest up in the heavens because Gru just keeps killing and nobody dies. And it's hilarious because he's just like, didn't I just kill you? All this stuff. And they're mad. They're like, well, we need to figure this out. So they're trying to, it's a limited series called Gods Against Gru, out from Dark Horse. It's on, I think it's almost finished. But Gru the Wanderer, if you can find his stuff, I highly, highly recommend it. It's hilarious. The writing is spot on. Mark Evanier, I think used to write for DC, is kind of the guy that's been writing for Gru. But just fantastic. One of the better comic books. And it's been around for God knows how long. Aragones himself has been around since like the 60s. So, yeah. Hats off, and go read it. Gods Against Gru, Dark Horse.
Wow.
That's the signal to turn the page.
It's done. Remember that?
All
Remember that in school when you had the tape recorder? It's like, ding. Fucking audiobooks. Anyway.
So while you're doing the long box, I'm going to go have a smoke.
I'm going to go read my audiobook right now.
I can't concentrate on reading my audiobook.
So mine is Ted Lasso. Been watching the most recent season of that.
Oh, great. Another person who fucking loves Ted Lasso. Do you know talk about Barry coming back on Sunday on HBO Max? The better.
You want to
know
talk
what?
about Dune? Do you want to talk about The Wire?
Do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about two guys who are on the same SNL cast, and both of them went on to do series by themselves with whatever. And one guy did Ted Lasso that everybody did, and one guy did Barry, which is the
Oh my God.
the superior show.
Did I do this when you were talking? You bastard.
It wasn't that. It was just
Also, I love how you
Ted Lasso.
you make me go and like
I know.
you make me do H. John Benjamin of like, oh my God. You know what I mean?
No, I'm gonna shut up now. You're right. That was horrible. I'm sorry. But
yeah.
Ted Lasso.
But no, Ted Lasso. I think
Does it come out all at once?
no,
or is it weekly?
It's weekly.
Okay, cool.
But Ash and I binged the first 2 seasons before season 1 premiere or season 3 premiere.
Season 3 is currently out.
Yes.
Okay. Is it still going?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how many episodes are left, but this is it. This is the last season.
Oh.
Well,
maybe I will have to watch it now.
it's on Apple TV Plus if you have that.
Yeah, my Roku TV keeps saying like, "Hey, renew your 3 months." I'm like, "No,"
Ted Lasso.
because it keeps showing me Ted Lasso, and I'm like, "I won't," because of that.
I want to watch that Tetris movie. I haven't watched that yet.
I want to watch the movie with Tom and the robot. I am walking all over your long box. Keep going.
Thanks, man. I love it. I was silent. I just sat there and listened to this fucking Gru the
You
Wanderer.
took a nap.
Stupid. Whoa, Gru the
Did you say
Wanderer.
Gru the Wanderer?
That's his cousin. Goop.
Please
It's
continue.
not Gru.
Please continue.
It's not Gru, it's Goop.
Now that I've said this, now you can. Please continue. Because I know you're waiting for me.
I know. I'm just because you keep sitting back, and I'm like, he's gonna lean forward. But no. The reason I've been meaning to talk about Ted Lasso for a while because I've been catching up and then watching it currently. It's people do love it, and I think it's a really good show. But I think that the reason people really like it is it's a show that at face value you could look at Ted Lasso, the character is like this like constantly positive character, and for the most part he is, and that's the enjoyment of it is seeing him be so positive with how he approaches life. But then as the show develops, you find out more about his character and like and his anxiety and things like that, and it kind of the show has always been about mental health and things, deeper meanings to it, but it's just the little things that the show does that always makes me laugh, in a sense of like jokes that hit for me that are so dumb and they're all like throwaway jokes, but I noticed it. Like their whole thing is they have a sign that says "Believe" that he made, and they tap it. Well, one of them tapped it and it split apart, and he was freaking out, and then he slaps his teammate real fast, and he's like, "What was that for?" And he's like, "See if I was still sticking." And he's like, "See if it was me or the poster. See if I was still sticking." And he's like, "What would you have done if you did?" And then he goes, I don't know, man. Good point." It's just like, it's a throwaway bit, but I found it. I was like, little things like that is what makes me laugh. What things I love about it is it has its moments of broad comedy, but it's a very witty show. There's the dialogue is very snappy, and I really like it, and I love puns, and there's a lot of puns in the show. But I mean, how it's like what you were talking about with Barry. It's like, how can you not watch Jason Sudeikis and want to root for that guy? How can you not get behind that guy? It's just Bill Hader. Anytime I see him I want to root for that guy. Yeah. So and it's so easy for that show because Jason Sudeikis is so damn charming and so charismatic that you get wrapped up in it. You start to believe the bullshit that you start to drink the Kool-Aid that Ted Lasso is giving you. You start, and people say that it makes them want to be a better person. Now, I'm not going to that level about this show, but I will say,
I was gonna say, based on the level of number of people who watch this show, y'all ain't being better people.
But I will say, but he has a great moment.
World's still fucked.
He has a great
watch more.
He has a great moment in the first season, and he was talking about they're playing darts, and he's trying. He essentially hustles this guy or whatever. But he says, he goes, I saw a quote, and he goes, "Be curious, not judgmental." And he was talking about that. He goes, I always thought about that. People that ever doubted me, didn't like me, they were judging me. They weren't curious to who I was. And like, I will say that particular scene did change a little bit of perspective and made me understand, like, that's a good point. Because curiosity
Killed the cat.
well, curiosity breeds acceptance. Curiosity breeds knowledge. It you know, and it's just like, and I'm like, this is a comedy show, and it's making me have these thoughts. You know what I mean? That's what I love about it. Ted Lasso, big fan. I'm one of those people. And also, fuck you. Fuck you, you hipster bitch. I am not going to apologize for liking something that's popular. And by the way, Barry is a very popular show too, dude. You're not Mr. And also, they're two different shows. Shut up. Two completely different shows.
How long is every episode of Ted Lasso?
Lasso fluctuates. It's usually 30 to
About 30,
45.
40, yeah, that's about Barry's, yeah.
Well, Ted Lasso isn't secretly a hitman, if that's what you're going to ask. But I would watch that movie. I would watch that show.
Here's the thing, is like, it's gotten to a point now, you know how you guys will never watch The Wire? It's gotten to a point now where I almost never will watch Ted Lasso, because I have had so many people, you would really like it.
I get
like,
it.
Shut
I get
the
it,
fuck
dude.
up.
I get it. People say that about fucking Shameless. People have been trying to get me to watch Shameless.
Oh, yeah.
for
No.
years.
Absolutely not. Because you want to know why? I lived that life. I was William H. Macy. The only difference is I didn't have a family to take care of.
And you weren't in Fargo.
No, not at the time, but I was born
You
there.
kind of look like William H. Macy. Fuck you.
Really? Well, darn tootin'.
I take it back. Doom. I said, hey, I'll
What's
eat
in my
your
mouth?
ass.
Wow. Those two came together at the wrong time. Are we... Start over.
Start over.
Well, we got to start this episode over again.
Oh,
God
I
damn
thought
it.
I thought you were saying the whole
Yeah,
episode.
no, yeah. We got
Tyler,
time. Yeah.
Here we are.
Yep.
Another episode down. Number 90
We're
in the
10
books.
away from 100.
Yeah.
What are we doing for the 100th episode?
Live orgy.
Okay.
Not
Let me
us.
just open my
We're not-
OnlyFans and find all the cosplay girls. Okay.
I regret-
How much can I tip you
regret-
to be a part of our
I reg-
live orgy?
I regret this joke already.
What?
I can't commit to that.
No, I'm joking. You
I
think
saw your phone, dude.
you
you
no,
said
I'm on OnlyFans. But no, do you think any of those girls would actually like come here if I was like, "Hey, we do a podcast"?
If you had an OnlyFans, what would be your shtick? Like, what
Oh
would
no,
be-
I don't have an Only. I'm saying like
No, but
I'm-
if you did.
oh.
Mine's easy. I'm just got a dad bod. Are you kidding me?
I don't know. It's so weird. Like there's it's interesting because there's
You know, there's
girls.
stuff other than
There's
porn
girls
on
who
there,
would
right?
subscribe. I know, but there's girls who would subscribe for free, right? And then even to talk to them, you have to tip.
Yes, that's how they make their money.
I understand that, but then there's girls who you can pay and you can just talk to them even if you're not subscribed. It's strange, and I don't know how you'd budget that out. Either.
Or
$1 million, bitch.
Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.